So number one, I just wanted to
Yeah.
wanted you to just introduce yourself, let listeners know who you are, where you're from, and then we can dive into the interview.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hi. I am Praveen actually. I'm from India. I'm from south of India, Chennai, basically.
Uh-huh.
So when so the first time I started trading, it was back in 2011, I guess, when I was in my high school actually. So that was the first time I came upon trading concepts, the stock market and the forex market trading. So I
Okay.
was like highly interested when I saw that we can make so much of money and I can become a millionaire, something like that. So that's what I thought when I first saw the forex because I saw how much money can be made enormously in that. So at that time I started reading about it, and basically I came to know about the concepts of forex by reading online, reading books, and all the free internet access which I had, the freewares which I found for the books and all that. So that's where I got my first idea for trading. And but at the time I could not start my trading because I did not have any funds to start, and I was not even 18 years old. I was like 17 something. So
Okay.
that was one
Okay.
thing. So I was like making some demo trades for first 2 years from 2011 to 2013. I was making some demo trades,
Uh-huh.
and I did not have any consistency. I was just making it as a play, like a play. I was like I was like gambling in that, but I was like
Yes.
understanding what was happening exactly. So after that, I started putting some money. Like it was very less because at the time I had around like 100, $200. I started trading with that money, and
Hmm.
in my first few years of trading, that is around 2013, 14, I lost all my money in the first because I was abusing
I
the
think we all
leverage.
know what that feels like.
Yes. So I was abusing my leverage capacity and my buying and selling powers.
Yeah.
So I deposit around 50 to $100 and I lose it within 3 days to 1 week maximum.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, and it went on like that
And
for the first 2 years.
okay, excellent, excellent. And I mean, at the very beginning, Praveen, I mean, what kind of difficulties did you face at the beginning
Yes,
when you started off trading, and kind of like how did you overcome those difficulties?
yes. The biggest difficulty was that because when I told I was trading in Forex, no one actually believed me in my place and around me. So that was
Hmm.
one thing. And no one actually thought we can make real money in trading. They all thought that it was like a gambling, and no one actually gave me a little bit of encouragement also. So that was
Okay.
one thing. And I was not even properly funded. So that was
Hmm.
one of my biggest difficulties. And so with less money, with less capital, I was like gambling, and I came to know that I can't make any money in this if I want to pursue a serious career or if I want to do this seriously. I don't think it was possible at that time. So then
Okay.
I started meeting up people, and then few friends of my friends, they started investing on me, and I started a micro account in around $5,000 something at that time. So that
Hmm.
was where I started my first proper trading career around 2014, end of 2014. Yeah, so the biggest problem for me was capitalization.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody takes kind of like a different
Hmm.
stance when it comes to learning Forex, learning trading in the very beginning. I mean, what's your opinion in terms of the best way to learn Forex, like from scratch as a total newbie to the Forex industry?
Hmm. Yeah, the thing in Forex is the learning never stops. We keep on learning even if the time keeps on going. So,
Yeah.
but if basically someone wants to learn, I think the internet is more than enough, and few good trading books, they are more than enough to learn the concepts and what the terms mean, like the leverage, margin, pip, everything. So I
Hmm.
think that is the internet provides good resources for that, and I think we can learn. But the thing is that yeah, trading in the market and having the real feel, that is the real learning I feel.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
definitely. I agree. And I mean, did you? Because I
Yeah.
know there's like various different camps when it comes to actually learning Forex. Some people go out there and pay for education that can be hundreds or thousands of pounds, and other people just go and forage the internet and try and find various different tactics, put them together, and then
Mm.
come up with their own trading plan. What kind of steps did you take? Did you
Yes.
go out there and pay for education, or did you find the information and put it together yourself?
No, I found all the information, and I was trading for a lot of time, so I had a lot of experiences, and I was like recording my trades. So that was sufficient information for me to learn from my mistakes. And luckily I didn't get into any kind of scams. I was like reading the scams, like the robots, trading robots, which promises you millions in a few days. Yes, so I was doing it, but I didn't get scammed, and luckily.
I hear you. I hear you. Excellent.
Yeah.
And I mean, since you've been trading for a while now, it seems like you've
Hmm.
got a plan and you're being consistent. I mean, what are the elements that you feel are the best elements of a trading plan? Something that
Yeah.
someone definitely needs to focus on.
Yeah, the basic elements are like the first thing is having a very good trading idea, because the trading markets are literally random. So whatever you do, you end up in losing. So having a good trading idea is the first element, I feel. Having a good proper trading elemental idea, like whether you do technical or fundamental. So just have one idea, and that can be a very good element. And then getting capitalized, that is the second biggest thing I feel for having a good trading plan. And the third one is the risk management. We have to manage our risks very efficiently, so that we can cut our losses and make profits. So these are the three basic elements I feel for a trader to start trading.
Excellent, excellent. And I mean,
Hmm.
we've got such a large percentage of traders who kind of like lose money in the market. And I mean, what do you feel is like the biggest reason we have such a large percentage and there's not that many people who can actually stay consistent?
Yes, yes. The major reason for losing in trading is because of the leverage and their targets. They just deposit like few dollars and they expect to make thousands of dollars within few days. I think that is the biggest reason for people to lose money consistently. And even if they do that, they don't have a proper trading plan. They just get inside market and they start trading like gamblers. They don't have a consistent edge in the market, and that can be one of the reason for majority of the traders to fail.
Okay, interesting, interesting. And I mean,
Yeah.
did you come up against, I mean, how many times did it take, how many times did you come up against
Mhm.
failures before you were actually consistent as a trader?
No, I have failed a lot of times. Even after I started trading with big accounts like $5,000, I had losses, and I wiped out my account completely. And that gave me a lot of losses, and I was in debt. So I was like trying to overcome with good risk management and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So yes, that was my basic thing.
Excellent. And I know obviously you're now a member of the Blufx family, and you know there's a bunch of um,
Mhm.
prop firms that are popping up all over the place. I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
what kind of like, I mean, when do you believe that
Hmm.
someone should make the move to trade a larger capital base from like
Yes.
I don't know, let's say somebody's trading like £1,000 account or something. When do you believe that someone should actually make that move to try and
Yes. Mhm.
trade like a larger capital base with like BlueFX?
Yes, yes, yes. So if one want to really get into a prop firm or trade a big capital, I think that when they are really serious about making money, and when they have a consistent strategy which gives a good result, which has been back tested or which has been tested in the real market, and if they are confident and consistent, I think it is time for the people to step into larger capital base, and it requires a lot of seriousness also.
Yes, yes, it's got to be treated like a business, right?
Yes, this has to be literally treated like a business, not like some game or like a casino where you can just go in and put your money and start trading. It should never be done like that.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you came across the Blue Effects
Yeah.
opportunity, I mean, did you think it was kind of too good to be true when you first came across it?
Yes, yes, yes. I came across Blue FX in end of 2019 December. Yeah, I came to know about Blue FX when I was searching through internet for the prop firms. I was like
Okay.
looking for because even I had the capitalization problem, so I was like looking to trade someone else's money and make consistent profits.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I came across Blue FX, and I was like really shocked when I came to know the terms were simple, and I was like getting real money for the first time, even without passing any kind of test. That was the one thing
Yes.
which attracted to me towards Blue FX, because I have failed in other prop firms where they had made me to make some kind of tests and demo, and I was not able to succeed.
Hmm.
So the straight to real account thing made me impressive about Blue FX. And it was really not believable at first, but then later when I read about the company and their ideologies, I was really impressed. And so that was the time I started trading with BlueFX. I started making my research about BlueFX. Yeah, so that was the first time.
Excellent. And I mean, what package did you start with? Because I know some people start out with the light just to test it out and then they move on to the pro. Where did you start?
Yes, so I actually started trading with BlueFX in February itself. I subscribed for a light package at the time.
Okay.
But the thing was that I traded for 1 month, and I was not actually serious at the time because I've been trading with other trading accounts. I'm managing other trading books also, so I was not
Hmm.
serious. So because the leverage was low and it was kind of new to me to trade with such a low leverage at the time. So I traded with light at the time, and I ended up not making any profits. In fact, my subscription ended and I didn't make any profit. I
Hmm.
made a loss. So I stopped at that time. Then after that, recently around 1.5 months back, I thought, why shouldn't I give a try? And to make it serious, I thought I'll go to the pro package because my strategy aligns with holding my trades overnight. So I thought, okay, I'll give a chance
Hmm.
to the Pro FX Pro package, and I subscribed to the Pro package,
Hmm.
and it was really good because holding the trade at overnight was something which I wanted,
Hmm.
because I was not limited to closing it at that time. So that really made me to achieve my profits.
Excellent. And when you started back with us, what was the length of time it took you to actually reach your target?
Yes, the thing was that I utilized my whole month, and for the first 2 weeks, I think I was actually in a drawdown. I had around minus 2.5 percentage something at the end of
Hmm.
second week in my trading with my BlueFX account. So then
Hmm.
I was like, actually, I was testing. So I thought, okay, let me make it consistent in the upcoming 2 weeks and let me achieve my target within the end of the month. And then I started cutting my losses and following my strategy consistently.
Yep.
Then within
Yep.
2 weeks, I bounced back from minus 2.5 percentage to plus 5 percentage. So I made a
Wow.
7.5 percentage profit in 2 weeks with a very strong rules and with strong discipline. Yeah, I was able to make that.
That's incredible. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
So,
Thank you.
so I mean, what's kind of like your your plan with BlueFX now? I mean, are you,
Yes.
because some people come to BlueFX, they want to trade just for income, an extra source of income, and some people trade because they actually want to take it to different growth levels. I mean, what's your kind of plan over the next, say, 6 to 12 months with BlueFX?
Yes, yes. The other thing which actually made me to go for BlueFX was the $1 million thing, which was really impressive, and I was like shocked that I can trade $1 million if I make a consistent growth.
Hmm.
So that was I had that in mind, and that's why I subscribed to Pro package also. And
Hmm.
for the next 6 months, what I feel is that I want to make at least some regular withdrawals and also set aside some profits for my capital injection also, because I want to
Okay.
get to becoming the 1 million fund manager, which is in a long term, but still that is one of my long term goals. But I want to keep withdrawing some profits in between because right now in this scenario, I want to have some additional source of income also.
Yes.
So yes,
Course. And earlier on in the conversation, you mentioned leverage and how the fact that you were trading much larger leverage before, and now you had to kind of like get used to controlling lower leverage. I
yes,
mean,
yes.
how has your trading transformed or changed due to the fact that now you only have like a 3-to-1 leverage?
Yes, actually, I think that the topic of low leverage is too much of it is sensitized too much. I feel
Hmm.
because the low leverage actually it helps you to make profit when you're consistent. But in high leverages, if you make a loss, you can use the buying power of the leverage and get back in next trade. But I don't think
Hmm.
that was possible in the low leverage. If you are consistent only, then it's possible to make the money in low leverage. And even the losses are low because in one of my other trading account which I'm doing simultaneously, I was experiencing a bigger drawdowns and it was making me more tense than Blue FX because I am
Yes.
using higher leverage. So the
Hmm.
low leverage is really a good thing I feel because this is the first time I'm trading in 1:3 leverage, or usually I'll be trading in 1:50, 1:25 leverage. So
Hmm.
yes, the low leverage is really a good thing for making a better consistency in profits
Yeah,
and less drawdowns.
it's a really interesting subject, our low leverage feature, because it really demonstrates the potential
Yeah.
grade of a trader and how they can
Yes, yes.
adapt to it. And
Yes.
everybody that comes on board with kind of like
Mm.
issues with the leverage, once they start making the money, then they realize how the leverage has actually transformed them as a
Yes,
trader
exactly.
and
Yeah.
help them with their risk reward, help them with how they manage their risk, how they focus on their trades. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes,
it's it's definitely a topic of discussion.
yes, yes,
um
yes.
so while you've currently been a trader here at BlueFX, I mean,
Mhm.
what's been your biggest lesson so far that
Uh,
maybe you could share with the listeners that could potentially help anybody new coming on board or anybody
yes, yes.
currently trading with BlueFX?
Yes, the biggest lesson which I learned from BlueFX is being consistent, and discipline obviously gives me a good result. That's what I felt, because at first I was really skeptical whether I can make any profits. But after
Mm,
making it, I was like surprised that still with this model I can make profit by being consistent and focused. And looking at the trading in a long term, I was able to make profit. So I felt that consistency is one of the key, and being focused helps me to achieve targets. So that was the biggest lesson which I got from trading in BlueFX account.
excellent. And you mentioned focus just a moment ago, and I know like there's, for
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I do quite a lot of things. I take like brain supplements, I do meditation, I work
Mm-hmm.
out. I mean, is there anything that you do for yourself to keep yourself focused and in the right state of mind to make sure that when you start your trading day, you are focused and on point?
Yes, yes. I start with. I'm actually trying to meditate, but I'm not doing it fully. But I meditate once in a while, and yes,
Okay.
the thing I use for the how I focus is generally I stick up my room with the most important things to do regarding trading. So I keep watching that when I'm making a trading decision. So I
Hmm.
remember the mistakes which I made, and so that helps me to remain focused. And
Hmm.
I switch off my gadgets completely when I'm opening or closing a trade, or when I'm making a decision,
Yep.
because time is really important in trading. It's
Yeah.
like the proverb which says, "Make hay while the sun shines." So I believe, yeah. So I try to make sure that I'm available for trading at the very right time.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
And just to get kind of like get an idea of
Mhm.
how you trade. I mean, what's the kind of like main thing that you look for? Is there any like trigger that you look for that you can tell our listeners that allows you to get into the market at a valuable point?
Yeah, yes, I'm like a discretionary trader. Like I believe on mechanical systems, but I don't purely use them to enter and exit my trades.
Okay.
So I'm kind of a technical trader, but I keep following the fundamentals basically.
Hmm.
And I do day trading, so I try to avoid holding the trades overnight. But as I told before, I some trades it is meant to be it's meant to be held for the overnight session. So
Hmm.
I look for basically trending markets, and trending markets are my strategies. And
Hmm.
once in a while, I get into ranging markets, like a choppy market, to make some trades. But it's
Yep.
mostly I am into trendy markets, and I use very less indicators because the less is better, I feel.
I would totally agree with you in that.
Yes.
And, as we were just speaking about focusing and, and trading in general, I mean, how has trading actually impacted you as an individual? Because I believe that,
Hmm.
trading is kind of like one of the best personal development tools out there. So, I
Yes.
mean, for yourself, I mean, how has it impacted you as an individual in the world?
Yes, the biggest impact which trading gave me was the time discipline, because at that time I have to be present. So I put up all my other works, and then I start getting to trade at that time. So I feel that time discipline is one of the things which I learned from trading, and
Hmm.
even patience, because when I lose in some trades, I get really agitated and nervous and angry sometimes for
Hmm.
making some mistakes. But I started to learn that it's all a part of the game, and
Hmm.
I have to stay calm. So the thing which I learned is, and how it impacted me was the time is the major thing which I feel which gave me a good impact, and discipline, because it is all about being like a business. So the time discipline is the one thing which it gave me an impact.
Excellent, excellent. And just got like one last question for you, Praveen, just to kind of like close things off.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to see if you could give, if you had like one piece of advice
Mm-hmm.
for anybody thinking about joining BlueFX,
Mm-hmm.
what would that one piece of advice be?
The one piece of advice which I want to give is uh, learn trading properly, learn what you're doing, and understand what you're doing, and be ready for all kind of randomness and unexpected scenarios. Because in unexpected scenarios only you can make a decision and get the odds to your side. So I think that having a proper knowledge is one thing which I give advice, which I advise for the people joining BlueFX. And yes, so we have to know what we are doing. So that's what I feel for the people who want to join BlueFX, so that they can be serious about that.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Praveen,
Mm.
I think we can close it off there. Got some beautiful insights from you, and
Thank,
thank you for joining me on this call today. You've
yeah,
been
yeah, it has been a
amazing.
pleasure talking with you.
All right, no problem. I'll speak to you soon,
Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
and I look forward to see what you to see what you where you grow to in BlueFX also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm hoping for a good growth. Thank you. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right then, my man. Take care. Yeah.
Take care, take care. You too. Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye, 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 bye.